Bounty target is down. Well done.
Hello everyone, I am Mike and you're not. So basically you might have been noticed I don't really do videos anymore now, or you might not have because they were quite shitty. But well, I guess the thing is I'm still like I said before, living on my own in this apartment, which is super cool and accessible and all that. I've actually been meaning to make like a second video showing off some of the stuff that I put together, because last time I did it was like was mostly in pieces and boxes and not put together at all. It must have been what, 2 years ago. Anywho, my my health kind of taken a bit of a nosedive in the past uh, few months, which is kind of crazy coincidence, if there is such a thing, because you know, how many people can say that they've lived through a global pandemic? I mean, I live close to a hospital which had for several months a cold storage truck next to it for, COVID deaths. I mean, come on, what is wrong with this timeline? It's crazy. It is messed up. So, well, getting back to it, I'm mostly sure I didn't have COVID because I tried to be pretty careful at it in my immunocompromised state, and recently I got both vaccines, so hopefully I won't get it later on either. Uh, Thing is, some other stuff went completely off the rails for me, and I am still not even sure how to solve these things, or even if I'm gonna be able to in a good way. See, there's not really a good outcome for any of that. I gotten into some fevers recently, well, a few months ago, and which they couldn't really identify. So, although I was into, actually, you know what? It reminds me of a joke from Simpsons, where I think it was Homer who was admitted to Springfield Hospital, and the doctors there pronounced him dead, and he was later transferred to a better hospital where the doctors upgraded his condition to alive. Well, that basically. I basically got an Uber, and I went to the ER of a much better hospital, a university hospital, instead of my local one, which hell doesn't even have a rheumatologist. I mean, shit, I had to wait for 2 days till they um, found someone at another hospital to visit me. Hilarious. Whatever though. So no one knew anything. I started having issues with my throat, felt like a lump and everything. And finally, I went and visited my otolaryngologist from a few years back. Not sure if anyone here remembers or even cares to, but I had this cyst thing removed from my throat about 12 years ago, which again came out of nowhere. Point is, it was tremendously difficult. It involved two surgeries, two 6-hour surgeries, and by the end, I looked like I came out of Auschwitz. I lost weight and strength and so on. And now I saw that guy again, and he looked into my throat, and turns out there's something there that shouldn't be there again. So right now I'm living in this state of, where you can almost see the question mark above my head. Not sure which way to turn or how to get rid of this pain and fatigue nonsense. Because, you see, for me, it's not just like for most regular adults. You go in for surgery, you go to sleep, you wake up, and, you go home. But there's a ton of other considerations, any of which, because of my size and limited mobility, could lead to bad things happening. So I'm kind of stuck right now in this weird place, not knowing how to get out of it. And yeah, so it's kind of the weird nuts and bolts of it. But you know what? Enough about the unpleasantness. Let's do something fun. I So most of my days are shit at the moment, but I've been obviously playing a little bit of Modern Warfare and Warzone, Battlefield in the past year or so, and I've amassed more than a few short and funny clips that I'd like to turn into a little video, like with like meme sounds and movie references and just plain old awesome um, shots collection, all sort of more or less. Well, some of these. The thing is, each clip is tiny, only like a few seconds, but in my mind, I have some kind of definitive ideas, more or less, that I'd like to use in most of them. That is like movie references or sound effects that I'd like to use. But here's the thing: I don't really have the attention span or the follow through lately to assemble a video and edit it for a long time myself. Most of my days are wasted right now, and I was wondering if there is anyone out there on the interwebs of things that likes editing and would do this for me. I mean, you never know. I could throw in a couple of bucks here and there if they could help me out. Could be fun. So, thanks for watching, huh? Yeah?